Today we've got this beautiful 2017 on a 67 registration Porsche 911 991.2 Targa 4S. It's a beautiful configuration of the 911 because it's if you're not quite ready for a full convertible but you still want to be able to enjoy the sun in the summer with the roof off, this is the car for you. And it's one of the best specification Targas we've ever seen, full stop. Not just a 4S, it's as good as a lot of GTSs out there or any other Targa in terms of specification. The colour is graphite blue metallic. It's a beautiful colour and it really goes well with the RS Spider wheels, which we'll show you a bit closer when we get around the other side. It's just come back from Porsche from a full main dealer service, and it has got a full main dealer service history prior to now, and it's just a stunning example, and we'll talk you around some of the options on the car. So starting at the front end, the first option is going to be difficult to show you because the previous owner who looked after the car so well has fitted these mesh grills to stop any stones from going behind to damage any of the radiators. But behind that mesh grill you may just make out a circle item behind there. That is the radar for the adaptive cruise control that this car's fitted with, which is a lovely feature, very rare on these 911s. Parking sensors in the front bumper, and then being a 991.2, you've got the updated narrower daytime running light here, which also doubles up as an indicator in the front bumper. Porsche Dynamic Light System Plus, and that also comes with automatic high beam, which is a lovely feature, and you've got the circle daytime running light LEDs, which I think look really cool when you're driving along in the daytime. And then, as I mentioned briefly around the other side, we've got these RS Spider wheels, which in my opinion are probably one of the best looking wheels to go on this car, and the satin grey finish on them just goes really nicely with the graphite blue paintwork, and diamond cut around the edge, and then the red Porsche brake calipers behind there as well. And then coming down the side, we've got another lovely sort of visual feature is the black painted Targa rollover hoop. So that is a cost option from Porsche, a really nice one as well, because a lot of them just have the silver rollover hoops, but it, again, goes very nicely with the theme of the car. And the key is inside the car, so I'll just open the door from the inside there. And if you have a look inside, you'll get your first glimpse of the beautiful interior. The sports chrono clock on the top of the dashboard, the multi-function GT steering wheel. We'll talk you around some of the interior options as we get around the driver's side, but you've got the adaptive 18-way sports seats with the Porsche crest embossed in the headrest as well. And then coming round the back of the car, you've got the full-length light bar across the back. The spoiler that comes up here automatically at motorway speeds, but you can also put that up manually with a button in the car. And then the black lettering, which is an option from Porsche from the factory, and the sports exhaust system with the black tailpipes as well. Again, a really cool looking exhaust system with the twin pipes out sort of the center of the back of the car here, and then the rear park assist sensors on the back bumper there as well. The painted strakes on the top of this engine vent here is also a really cool feature. And then being a Targa, you'll see that huge glass screen there. And we will run the roof for you towards the end of the video. And you'll see it's really clever how this whole unit here comes all the way back out of the way of the car. It's really clever how Porsche did it. It's an impressive bit of engineering. And I'll jump inside the car now and we'll talk you through some of the interior options. So I'll just grab the key and fire it into life. So obviously 3 litre turbocharged flat 6 engine, it sounds fabulous. And it will be quite noisy for the first sort of 20 seconds or so whilst it does its cold start procedure, but we'll talk you through the driver's door whilst we do that. So all finished in beautifully smooth leather with the stitching all through it as well, and the aluminium trims. Memory settings for the 18-way adaptive sports seats we touched on for the driver, and then electrically adjustable door mirrors, electric windows, and then down in there you'll see the Bose surround sound system, which again is an important cost option. You've got the aluminium tread plates with the Targa 4S model designation on them in there, and then the multi-function GT steering wheel. So on the right hand side here you can control the screen in front of you there, so lots of different options. You can show temperatures, your adaptive cruise control settings, G-force meters, sports chrono settings, and you can have a map on there as well, a navigation map, which is quite a nice screen to leave it on. And then some volume controls on the left hand side of the steering wheel. The steering column itself is electrically adjustable, again a lovely feature from factory, and that saves with the memory settings for the driver's door card there. Really nice feature to have. And then With the Sports Chrono package, it's also got the mode switch on the steering wheel, so you've got this little section here where you can change the driving mode. So if I flick that to the right, you'll see it tells you there Sport, Sport Plus and Individual, and there's a Sport Response button by pressing the button in the centre of that dial, which gives you Sport Plus mode for sort of 30 seconds if you just need to overtake somebody. You may have heard when we put it into Sport, it opened the valves on the exhaust. It gets much deeper and it's a great sounding car. Down the left hand side of the steering column, your adaptive cruise control stalk, so you've got the distance settings in the centre there, and then your normal cruise control controls on there. And then coming over to the centre screen, Porsche's own PCM navigation system, which is very good, very detailed, but it does also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you do want to plug your phone in under the centre armrest here, that will display on there. If I pop it into reverse, you'll see the display for the parking sensors front and rear. It is a visual display, so it's quite handy to have there. And I'll pop it back into park. And then these 18-way sports seats are also heated and ventilated, which is a lovely cost option, because especially having the roof down in the summer with the black leather, you can just pop the ventilated seats on. They will cool down nice and quickly, and vice versa in the winter. Again, one of the beautiful features of a Targa is if I shut the door and just shut the windows, you'll see it creates this sort of cabin, so you can put your heated seats on, have your aircon on, and you will stay very warm even in a very cold winter's day. And then coming down the centre here, the sports exhaust button, which is separately done from, instead of the driving modes, you can do it separately down there. That's there. Your PASM, which is the Porsche Active Suspension Management button on the top there. And then you've got the button for the rear spoiler if you do want to deploy that manually. And I'll run the roof now as well, so you can see A, how it operates, and B, what the car looks like with the roof up. But it's quite a cool way. It moves the whole back screen out of the way there. It's an impressive feature. And then you get that roof section comes in over my head here, sits in nicely, and the glass comes back into place. And you've got what is effectively a Porsche coupe. It's really nice the way it works. And I'll just jump outside and we'll summarise the car for you. So as we touched on at the start, a 67 registration 991.2 Targa 4S with one of the best specifications we have seen, just over 26,000 miles from new, in the wonderful graphite blue metallic with the RS Spider design wheels. My name's Ben, I hope the video's helped. Thank you very much for watching.